Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's kind of a crappy day here in Ohio, but I wanted to do something, so I'm going to take the 1980 F100 here out for a spin and see how she does in the rain. Should be totally fine. I've done quite a bit of work to this truck since the last time you guys seen it. I've done the rear end, a bunch of little engine stuff. Interior stuff here is pretty good as well. Added a little tachometer here. But it's pretty reliable for what I need. But the exciting part of this drive is I'm going to try out my new little toy here, Dragy. If you guys don't know what that is, basically it is a GPS that keeps track of your mile per hour. So if you can't make it to a drag strip or whatever and you want to know how fast your car is, you can use one of these guys, and it gives you a pretty accurate idea of how fast your car is. Now, this truck is going to be very slow, so but that's not the point. We're just going to see if it works, and I can't really test how accurate it is or anything, but I just want to make sure that it works and gives us a time. So yeah, without any further ado, I think the truck's pretty well warmed up. Let's hit the road. So one of the big things I did to the truck here is changing out that carb, and I made that video a while ago about the cheap Amazon carb, and that's the one that I still have on it. Surprisingly, it's been great. I barely had to tune it at all, just your basic adjustments, but overall, if you guys are looking for a cheap carb, I think it's like a 2100 or something like that, I would definitely recommend going with it. Nice little cruiser. This thing's nice to drive. That speedometer's off by like 5 since I changed the rear end gear in it. One exciting thing I didn't mention or didn't record, but I kind of played with it over the summer. The AC works in this thing. All I did was pump out all the old R12, put in a whole bunch of R134. It took it. I didn't have to change anything really. Yeah. Now I work the AC in this thing. You don't really need it because these little windows here are so nice. Every car should have those. But AC works. Can't believe it. One interesting thing I found out about this truck here. It's a 1980 F100, and because it's a Ranger, it has the 5 on 4.5 volt pattern instead of the usual 5 on 5.5 that these trucks have, or 5 on 5. I can't remember. So if you're wanting to do brakes, rotors, tires, whatever, and you have this kind of oddball year of these trucks, you have to make sure you get that 5 on 4.5 pattern before you go and spend a bunch of money on the wrong ram or rotors. So one thing I've been thinking about doing with this truck, and you guys will have to let me know your opinion on it. It kind of has a patina, I guess, if you want to call it that. But I've been thinking about doing kind of like a Poppy's patina, or Vice Grip Garage has their patina saver. I don't know what they call it, but it's just that spray on or rub on clear coat. I've never done it. I don't know of anyone who has, so I have no idea if it works well, if it stays for more than a week or whatever. So if you guys have an opinion about that, or if you've used it, let me know in the comments, because I might give it a shot here one of these days. Okay, we've been driving for a minute here. Let me pull over and see if I can get this Dragy fired up. One of the big complaints, and I think I agree with it, is if you go to use the Dragy, it plays an ad in the beginning like this, which it's annoying. You pay good money for this thing and it's still hitting you with ads. But like that, 5 seconds. I think I'm ready. I need to connect now. Let's see how long it takes to connect. We're on. Okay, battery's good. It is getting satellite data now. It says here you can skip it. I'm going to try to keep it. I'm guessing it's more accurate the more satellites you have with, you know, any type of GPS. So I'll try to keep this clip full. I won't edit it down to see how long it actually takes. And now once it's connected here, I'm not going to really punch it. I'm just going to let it go and see what numbers it gives us, because I don't want to blow this thing up. It does have a Ford 9-inch, so it should be good, but it's the 302 or the C4 transmission that I'm worried about. Okay, so looks like I'm good here. I've got the Dragy down here. So, yeah, let's put it in gear and see what happens. All right, here we go. Maybe an eighth mile. Definitely didn't go a quarter. I just wanted to give it a little bit, see what happens. All right, let's see if this thing read out anything at all. Okay, so verified. So it gives us a whole chart here to look at. It says here my quarter mile time was 26 seconds and 63 seconds. The 60 foot was 3.48 seconds, a blazing 3.48 seconds. 330, 9.69. The eighth mile in 14.81 seconds. That was at 47 miles per hour. So this thing is quick, guys. But there you go, Dragy works. Is it accurate? I have a lot of reports, and you can look online that it's pretty accurate. Nice little toy to have. I think it's 100 something bucks, 115, 130, something like that nowadays. It's nice to know if you're tuning your car and you made a big change, like an intake or something like that, and you want to know the difference. Now we do have my my Camaro that I'm definitely going to be using that Dragy on. I'm very curious what that thing runs in the 8 and the quarter now that it's naturally aspirated and I haven't taken it to the track. It's probably actually faster now, but I'm curious what that Dragy will say for it. And then we'll save that for another video. So she cruises pretty good. Doesn't really get warm at all. Gets right at the normal operating temperature and stays there. Oil pressure's great. So overall, this thing is a nice little truck. I wouldn't take it on the highway, like 70 miles per hour. Probably, 55 or 60 is probably right where it wants to be, but I like it. All right, we're back. No issues at all with the truck. This thing cruises great. It's really enjoyable, actually. There's a nice little tack that I installed there. Radio head unit. I put new speakers as well. They're the old ones, which are aftermarket as well, but they're pretty much blown, so for 40 bucks for speakers and a head unit, hey, you might as well. But yeah, this thing is turning into a pretty reliable little truck, and I'm looking forward to doing some more things with it here in the future. But let me know what you guys think. That Dragy's a pretty cool little tool to have, I think. I'm going to be using it in the Camaro, like I said. So look forward to that, but I appreciate you guys watching. Have a good one. See you in the next one.